What's going on? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding, the conclusion of the IFPA Pro North American. The Pro Men just got off stage, and I'm standing here with the overall Southern States champion, Mike Morea. Mike, you just won your pro card a couple of weeks ago. You chose to make your pro debut here at the IFPA Pro North American. You just got done with the prejudging. You held your own. I mean, like I always say, if you win your pro card at a show like the Southern States, you're ready for the pro stage. Here you are, not even 2 weeks later, making your pro debut. You're holding your own up there. You're going to finish in the top 3 somewhere, I think. But how do you feel after prejudging?
You know, when I went out there, I felt real confident, and I saw the first group go on, the first group of like 6 or 7, and I was looking at them all and saying, wow, there's a lot of competition out there. And when I got some feedback from a few different people, I felt that, you know, based on what they had said and just sort of seeing them pump up backstage, that I had a legitimate shot at a top 5.
Oh, yeah, there's some good, tough pros up there. Jacques came back, and he's competing again. Yeah, Benny Mobley, he came in with some size. I think he could have held his posing a little bit better, but he's going to be in the mix somewhere. Joe, the Rockstar Natural Bodybuilding Myers, is in the mix somewhere. So it's going to be a tough, tough call. I don't think anybody really stood out as first place, but they had you guys battling. They had you guys up on stage for quite some time, didn't they? You know, and
you know when you start sweating, especially leaving a puddle on the ground, that they're actually working you pretty hard. So, yeah. They were definitely working us, and from all angles, and I got moved around quite a bit, so I think they did a real good job of actually doing some comparisons with different types of physiques, and whether it be a bigger guy or a guy that's a little bit leaner, and I felt like they did a great job with that.
These judges did an excellent job comparing you guys. They kept you on stage for, it was a good 20 minutes, plus they moved you guys around. They really gave everybody a fair chance at comparing everybody to everybody, so it was a really well-run show, and the judges did a great job of moving you guys around. Now, I seen you, because you didn't really get tired out there when you're holding your posing, and I think part of being a pro is you got to keep you guys on stage long enough to see who holds, because maybe the first 5 minutes you look like you should win, but if you can't hold your posing, maybe you don't deserve that win, so you should, as a pro, be able to hold your posing for that long. So with that being said, is posing something you've practiced up to the days leading and the weeks leading into the show?
Yeah, you know, Cliff Wilson with Team Wilson really helped me out quite a bit, which is something I never really had before leading up to a show. He actually showed me some different ways to be able to stand on the glutes and to be able to sort of turn around and hit the tricep shots, and just little tweaks to things that I didn't do 3 weeks ago that I think helped me out today better than it was. So yeah, I worked a little bit on the posing, and started really squeezing a little bit more the last couple weeks to try to get the quads to come out more, and the quads and glutes were better this week than they were 3 weeks ago when I got my pro card.
Yeah, well, you definitely look favored out there, and like you were saying, yeah, Cliff helped you out with the posing. He helped me with my posing as well last year, and it's amazing. I've seen shows won and lost because of posing. It's not always the best physique that wins. A lot of the times it's the best poser that wins. You got to know how to show your strengths and hide your flaws, and yeah, Cliff Wilson is good at teaching you guys how to do that. He taught me some good stuff last year. Go to teamwilsonbb.com if you want to help win your next show. He helped Mike win the Southern States, helped me win the Illinois last year, so check that out. Nonetheless, what are your plans now? Like, say this show goes well, you're gonna wait to see how today goes. You wanted to qualify for the Orton Cup, didn't you? Is that your main goal for the year?
You know, I'd love to be able to see if I can actually mix it up. Maybe next year I need to put still, I think, about 3 to 4 pounds of muscle on my back, and still work on my hamstrings and glutes a little bit more. So this year I'm taking some time off, and gonna enjoy a wonderful weekend with my wife and kids, and go out to a few restaurants and have some ice cream and some pizza. Yeah, nice. And then get back on a diet. Gonna really start to. I've been averaging about 400 grams of carbs a day for the last month, and a little bit more over the last couple of days. So I'm going to really, I'm going to take it up to about 500 to 550 in the off season, and see if I can gain some more muscle.
So after this, just call it a year and take the rest of the year off and see what you can do next year.
Go and shoot for the end of next year to see if I can actually do a couple shows leading up to the Orton, if I can compete with those guys.
Yeah, because you just had a long off. So how long was this last off season you took?
About a year. Well, it was 2 years since I competed in the last show. And I competed about 8 pounds heavier than I did 2 years ago in St. Louis. So I figured that, you know, if I can get another 3 to 4 good pounds, then I'll be on the right track.
So you like the idea of a long off season then?
You know, I do for me. In the past, when I was with another guy, I was actually staying within about 12 to 13 pounds of my contest weight, and it was just I was fatigued a little bit more. I was not as strong. This past year, I got up about 25 pounds above my contest weight, and slowly over the last 7 months, just took it down. You know, about 3/4 pound to a pound a week, and then I've been leading up. I got down to a low, you know, of about 184, and today I competed about 195 on stage today.
Okay, nice. So. Now in the IFPA, if you don't compete once every 2 years, you lose your pro status. And some guys would like to see that bump to 3 years. Do you think 2 years is enough for a natural bodybuilder to have for an off season?
No, I think you need a little bit more. I mean, I think sometimes when we look at people, especially when you're natural, I'm a chiropractor, so I do a lot of studying on hormones, natural ways to be able to just, you know, alkalinize your system and to be able to, you know, work with the body. And I think physiologically physiologically. Sometimes you need 6 months to recover after a show just to get the hormones back to where they should be. And I think you need really another, at least another year of good quality lifting, manipulating your nutrition and being able to really see what supplements work for you, how to maybe nutrient time. So for me, I think 3 years would be a great. I think that would be the maximum time that you should be able to take off, because 2 years is, sometimes that's not enough.
Yeah. Well, I know Alberto Nunez would agree with you there. And one more question. When you come on stage, Mike, you're looked at as a freak because of all these veins you got in the chest. Is that just genetic, or how does that come about?
I think it's genetic. My sister has a lot of veins in her body, and when I was training, when I first got into training, people would ask, "What do you do?" Because even when I'm 15 to 20 pounds over my contest weight, I still got these veins.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily leanness, but I think it's genetics. So
yeah, every time Mike jumps on stage, first thing people, look at those veins. Look at the veins on that guy. We'll give him a most muscular or something, Mike. This is Mike Morea. He's establishing himself as a top IFPA pro here at the IFPA Pro North American. You're going to see a lot more of this guy. I'll keep you guys updated on the final results. Be sure to stay tuned to my Facebook and YouTube channel. Type in Inside Natural Bodybuilding in the search box. You'll see all my videos. Until next time, bodybuilding and figure fans, top IFPA Pro Mike Morea. I'm Mike Neumann. You're watching Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Good stuff.